We are years into Donald Trump's quest to make sure that no one ever sees his taxes, which is definitely a sign of being a great financial success. But that may be coming to an end because the Supreme Court has declined to block his taxes from being turned over to a House committee. And so they will be made available, and apparently just in time, because this brief order, which was unsigned and didn't know any dissents, which is very interesting, and we should return to that. That means that the Treasury Department is likely to turn over 6 years of tax returns to the House. Okay. The Republicans are about to take over the House in January. He held out for 4 years, and he's gonna come up 1 month short, apparently. I mean, look, this is America, he's wealthy. Maybe they'll come up with some other tricky bizzicky thing, I don't know. Maybe we won't end up getting them, but it looks like he's gonna come up just a little bit short. And Richard Neal, a Democratic congressman, he's the one who originally requested the files as the chairman of the Ways and Means Committee. He has not yet said whether the committee would publish the returns. So that's where maybe there's another layer of defense, this time not from a conservative Supreme Court, but from Richard Neal. And it is amazing to think that a person who has been working for 4 solid years to get these things is gonna have them and might not make them available. I don't know, but I do know that Trump has got to be scrambling right now to figure out what he's gonna do, because finally they are gonna be available, at least to some people who are not massive fans of Donald Trump. Jared, what do you think?
My only, I guess, hope here with Richard Neal, and after all this work, he's been trying to get these tax returns, and he may not make them public, or hadn't said whether or not he would. I guess I'm in this positive flow today. Yeah. I guess the only hope I have with this is he's saying we still don't know what's in it. Maybe what we'll see in it is he has this glorious record as paying his taxes on time, paying his fair share, doing things right, not cutting things back and forth, not doing backdoor things with attorneys and all that stuff, and stealing money and making sure he pays zero and maybe even negative taxes, any of that stuff. Maybe it's on the up and up, and I don't want to promise that it's going to be a glorious tax return or a series of tax returns before we actually see it. And he's just holding out that last bit of we don't know until we see it. Yeah. So maybe if it's as bad as everyone considers it to be, then that's when I'll show it.
Maybe. I mean,
I'm trying, John.
You're trying. What we know so far, so the New York Times had looked at 18 different years of much older tax returns. They found he paid no federal income taxes in 11 of 18 years. He reduced his tax bill with questionable measures, including a $72.9 million tax refund that, as of 2020, was the subject of an audit by the IRS. So just marinate for a moment. Brine yourself like a turkey in the knowledge that for more than a decade, you paid more federal income taxes than the supposed multi-billionaire. That said, before we get to Trump's response, I will say that it's been 4 years or whatever that people have been trying to get this. And obviously prior to that, even before he was elected, many people were like, well, you're supposed to release them. Everybody does, literally for decades, every presidential candidate has done that. That said, I wouldn't say that I have high expectations. I have no doubt that we're gonna find stuff about him not having paid taxes, and that should be damning, but his base isn't going to care. I'm sure that we'll find more suspicious stuff like that. But my view is that whatever tax fraud he's engaged in, and he definitely has, we do have investigations going on for that already. Maybe this will help out, but I have to imagine that they would have gotten access to that anyway. So anyway, I just don't think that this takes us much farther than some of the other positions we're in regards to these investigations. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah. Maybe I'm being pessimistic. What do you think, Jared?
Well, you said 11 out of 18 years he didn't pay federal income taxes. Did you think about it this way, John? For 7 years he did.
That's true. That's true.
I'm just
auditioning. Half full.
I'm auditioning for my appearance on Fox News.
You want to be the next governor of Florida?
I need some extra cash.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.